Once you've got to grips with the shell voicings for dominant seventh chords, and there's a link to that video here, you can easily adapt them for other common chord types too. You'll recall from the previous video that we stripped these shapes down to the bare essentials, the root of the chord on either the 6th string or the 5th string, and then the 3rd and 7th of the chord on the middle 2 strings. So let's take a look at turning these basic dominant shapes into some other chord types. Let's look at the dominant shape with its root on the 6th string. Let's say G7 on the 3rd fret. Now all you need to do to make this a minor 7 is lower the 3rd of the chord. In this case, the 3rd is a B on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, which gets moved down a fret to B flat, like this. Now you've got a really useful basic G minor 7 shape. In fact, adding the 5th, which is D on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, we have this, with a bar across the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings, which is probably the commonest way of playing a minor 7th up and down the neck with just 2 fingers. On the other hand, if you wanted to play a major 7th, well again, it's just a tweak from our original dominant shape. The flattened 7, which for this chord is F on the 3rd fret of the 4th string, goes up to the major 7, that's F sharp on the 4th fret. And again, adding the 5th, which is D on the 2nd string, gives us a really common major 7 shape. And you can play that up and down the neck as you like. Okay, let's look at the other dominant shape we had. This time we'll take C7 down here on the 3rd and 2nd frets. The 3rd of the chord, E, is on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. To make a minor 7 chord, we need to lower it a fret like this. Now there are other ways to play C minor 7 starting from here, but sticking to our system for now will give you a really good awareness of the relationships between all these chord tones. Likewise, let's turn our C7 into C major 7. That flattened 7, that's currently B flat on the 3rd fret of the 4th string, so we just need to raise that a fret, like this. Again, there are other ways to play C major 7 from this point, but for now I'm going to stick with this because it fits into our system and lets us see exactly how we can vary our basic shapes to create different chord types. Okay, well that's it. We've got useful shell voicings for dominant chords, minor 7th chords, and major 7th chords, with roots on both the 5th and 6th strings. Next, we'll look at adding various extensions on the upper strings, and these basic shapes will really start to come alive.